I'm going to talk about this jig and a jig. Jigs. Keep watching, lads, with drills. Now, I'm not wagging my finger at people. Well, there you go with drill, they're giving it. What's this here, apart from a Remy watch? This is jugular. Straight through, blood everywhere. Can you imagine me down here with that stuck in there and blood going everywhere? No more blood. They'll be up here. I'll probably, I don't blood loss or drowning on it's going to kill me. 1 or 2. I'll be like trying to crawl out of here to get up the stairs. Many a true word in jest. Yeah. And the problem is then there'll be a dead die-cast collector, and then the wife and kids will just sell all the collection, and they'll get dumped on the market, and the market price will collapse, and then all the rest of us, all the survivors, it might be alright for buying a few cheap models, but and the price of the models have gone down, so it's a bit inconsiderate really, considering you're going to crash the market by slitting your wrist with your drilling rivets. That's just my version of events. This weapon is made safe. Unload. Right, so first off the press, we'll start with this one. This has been made for a mate of mine, Ian the Lathe. Hardwood on the bottom, plate steel, drilled it with these holes so you can work through it, and it's designed to go under the drill press. It's still under development at the moment because when we use it, I have to get it to the end here, I get a G-clamp on there, and really it wants jigging somehow, as this, to the base of the drill press. But once you set up, I've got a centre pop here with a magnet stuck to it. You know, you get the bottom of your casting like this, in the bottom, centre pop it as it does.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got your centre pop, and with a very small drill, a pilot drill, you can send an accurate pilot drill right down the middle, and you can do it all the way around all the castings. Now this is a Corgi Mark 1 Jaguar casting. Look at the shape on the bottom. There's quite a curve on the end, but it's flat there. Because it's flat, it clamps it fast and it holds it. It holds the casting, the workpiece, in the jig. You have another light on? You want another light?
Another light, let's have another light.
Let there be light. Which day was that one then?
First.
Right.
There we go, much better.
Let there be light. And then with your tap and die set, now these are 2mm, 0.4 thread. It's a very small, and you can go in, you can just tap them out, you know. It's a much easier way of doing it. By the way, I picked this up for 50p on the market. There was no chassis on it, so if any of you chaps have got a chassis and some wheels, might be the one for this that went missing. So there you go. That's that. There's a lot more we can do with this yet. I haven't quite decided, but for now, and here's a good example. Here's the Dinky Mark 2 Jaguar. This was a real rough one.
Have you done that one up?
Yeah, oh yeah. This was a real rough one. It was right.
Yeah, it looks nice and shiny.
Yeah, I mean, these are a bit big. Can you see? These,
there we go.
Yeah, these bolts are a bit big. They've got these flanges on. I could put some smaller ones on, but for now I'm not too bothered. But I drilled and tapped that in this jig. There's some horrible casting marks in the wings.
Not like
I
focus.
filed them out. That's an aerosol green. No, I'm really happy with that. That's one of the nicer jobs. There's one here. And you see the roof on that? I mean, this is
Oh, that's
absolutely
rough.
it's really rough. The bonnet line's gone. It's all pitted. And this is a motorised one. It's the Corgi 208M. And the motor works. If it has an M on the end, you have a little.
Oh, is that something or something?
Yeah, it's got a little inertia wheel motor and a series of gears. So I'm going to fill that. I have filled that one, believe it or not. It's filling in that one. So we'll put that back on the wheel of fortune. Which way is it going? Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Yeah.
What do we call it if it goes the other way?
With the shins.
With
yeah,
the shins. Yeah,
with
if it goes
the shins.
anti-clockwise, it's known as with the shins. Which
Are you
can
sure
be-
it's not just like a really old word
It's
for
an old
it?
word. It's an old word for go. I think it means walking round the church anti-clockwise, and it's bad luck. I think that's the meaning of it, but it is with the shins. It's an old word. It isn't used anymore, but with the shins.
Exactly.
Anti-clockwise. Or in the terms of nuts and bolts, if the thread goes the wrong way around, we call it a Chinese thread. Right. There's some other models here I picked up this week. This was on the market. It's a lovely little Ferrari, but the front suspension's gone. It's sat down at the front. And this came through eBay this week.
We got it.
And look, back suspension's gone. Oh my goodness, collapsed. So I'm afraid I'm going to have to pull that wheel off. I mean, I think that's too good to paint, to pull in bits. There is no rivets. I don't want to pull the rivets out on this to get access to whatever's gone wrong behind there. Broken spring. It just really wants the wheel taking off, hence the wheel press. So that's that. This came out in 1969, this Rolls Royce.
Ooh. Does that one have the... Oh yeah, it does.
Got the speed of ecstasy on the front, not even broken. And it's what they call the golden jacks. The wheels come off, oops, and get lost quite easily. My grandparents bought me one of these in about 1970. I remember it well. And then when I started fraternising with ladies and I started not coming home, left home, I came home one day and my brother had given all my models away, including this. And my grandparents gave it me and I was a bit sick when it went. Got the old Rolls Royce V8 engine under there. There you go. Reclining seats. So I bought one back this week and this is it. I think that's the worst thing on it. That tyre's shot there. It's not so good. Yeah. But they also had a spare wheel, which, if I haven't mentioned, is missing. But having said that, I also picked up this lovely Bentley S3 Continental, and this has still got the Bentley motif on. I think this is too good to paint. And the other thing is, it's got the spare wheel. So,
About this one.
yeah, this is something I've kind of dreamt up. Let's just bring it back like this. So, we made this jig. What does it consist of? It consists of, cut that lug out of there, that there. This is just a hardwood ply base, and its thickness is 15-16 mil, 5/8, call it 5/8. This hardwood side here is an old chair. It was going on the fire. The beauty of it is,
It's not in focus.
it's got these grooves here, and it just clamps the vehicle nice in there, like that. if you don't want to use them, you can always use a bit of this in as well, just to cushion it. I'll sit it on it. If I really do want to do some drilling, I could do it on this. That's better because when you're drilling, you're putting a load down, and it's doing this. So this isn't really designed for drilling in, but for you chaps, I mean that's quite complicated, and the toolman's had to make me that. But if you wanted, quite simply, you could make something like this, put that in there, and you could drill it without committing harry-carry. So it's narrow enough to take a little matchbox like this and get a matchbox card in it for a packet. I can get this in it, these jags go in, no problem. I could get this in it, I don't want to. Real Merry Weather. Did you see Nick?
Ooh, that's big.
Yeah, it's a nice model. Did you see Nick Crapab do one of these up on Jersey? I was so impressed I went and bought one myself. I went over to Hill in Staley Bridge with about 10 of that on the internet. And it's all there. It's a lovely thing. Got a water pump. I'm making a hose for it. Found a bit of plastic pipe. But it will clamp that. I think the only one that it won't clamp, but these don't need clamping.
That's quite big anyways.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting point, because this in theory was, at the time, it was the biggest die-cast toy of the time. I've got 3 of these, by the way. Keep finding them. 5 on us, Phil Market one of these. I forgot that one stripped down. This one's got a big hole in the body. You know it? We'll go on there with it. Just take it up. Now I'm looking down this hole down the back to make sure that goes into the wheel centre, onto the axle.
Your sausage fingers are in the way.
Well, stand back a bit. It's gone, it's going. Don't take much. Here she comes, everyone's a winner. There we go, it's off. Right, let's pull this axle up, see what we've got. There's a decent axle.
Not very focused, but never mind.
Well, let's see what's happening inside this car. I can see what's going on here. There's the suspension on one side, the spring. On the other side, it's dropped off the axle. So that's
You got it yet?
that's gone. Oop, I don't want to go too far because I don't want to put front wheels out. Right, we'll just feed the axle back in. I'll just lightly put this wheel on. I'm not going to put it on. Bit of gubbins in there. Because we are developing a wheel press at the moment, a wheel putter back on her. It's under development. We have a policy of continuous development. Our slogan was that, we have a policy of continuous development.
I don't know, someone famous.
Henry Ford.
I thought it might have been him.
Yeah. Any Ford product, if you look on the box, it says Fords have a policy of continuous improvement. Which basically means if you buy your Ford Cortina this week, or your Ford whatever, and somebody buys one next week, the next week's model might be slightly different.
Listen.
So, there you go. It's got 4-wheel suspension. I haven't even pressed the wheel on yet. Look at that. Now that's a success. Yeah, happy with that. So,